What's up, fam bam? It's your boy James R. Davis Sr. coming to you live. Today is Monday, December the 7th, 2020, for another real crypto talk. Let's jump right into the markets on this morning. Bitcoin is up past 24 hours with 1.8%. Ethereum is up 2.1%. XRP is up 4.9%. Litecoin is up 6.1% over the past 24 hours. Wow. Bitcoin Cash up 2.0%. Let's look at the top winners. Sushi is up, Waves is up, Aave is up, Monero is up, VeChain is up 8%, 10%, 10%, 12%, 18% on Sushi. Hedera Hashgraph up 8%. Look at the biggest losers. See who's buying, what I'm buying today. Made Safe Coin is down 3%. Numeraire is down 3%. NIM is down 2.6%. Nexo is down 2.4%. It's a good wallet to have, folks. That is also in the description as well. You actually own this coin, this wallet. You actually have credit. You have an instant credit. You get against your Bitcoin, against your coins. Elrod is down 1.9%. Ocean Protocol is down 0.6%. So that's need to get out of my Telegram real quick. Hold on 1 second, guys. Get out of my Telegram. All right, cool. Because that's gonna keep going off. So let's jump right into the news, folks. Look at some headlines. Uh, BBC gets into blockchain tokens with Doctor Who. Worlds apart. Police call public box. What is it? The digital collectibles market welcomes a new player as the BBC. Realty Game Group launch a collection of Doctor Who trade cards. All right, cool. So digital ruble will undercut bank profits, but help businesses. Bank of Russia. Boris Stoggart Group says that its crypto trading app has hit a 1 billion volume in 2020. We don't need the OCC's political discrimination rule. A proposal OCC rule would stop banks from using political criteria in lending, but we don't need it, says our our columnist. Consideration phase for digital euro to go well in 2021. Singapore's National Research Foundation invests 9 million in blockchain innovation. German bank launches crypto fund covering portfolio of digital assets. By tax collectors to streamline revenues with blockchain tech in 2021. Standard Chartered Philippines Bank issue 187 million blockchain bond. And this is just kind of news from other sources, pretty much the same news. So let's jump into what we want to talk about on today. Uh, right here. Bitcoin is now the seventh largest currency in the world. Guys, this is huge. Let's read this. Bitcoin is the asset with the highest ROI, which means return on investment for the newbies. Make sure you like and subscribe and turn on the post notifications. All right, make sure you do that. When stacked against gold, U.S. real estate, U.S. stocks, emerging currencies, and oil based on Willy Woo's Bitcoin adjusted returns chart. This is a significant insight for Bitcoin traders. However, the lesser known insight is that Bitcoin is now the seventh largest currency in the world. The current order is, as of December 7th, this was published 2 days ago. United States, 4.9 trillion. Europe, Euro, 1.7 trillion. The CNY, uh, 1.2 trillion. The JPY, 1 trillion. CHF, zero point 0.8 trillion. INR, zero point 0.6 trillion. BTC, zero point 0.36 trillion dollars. Based on its market capitalization from CoinMarketCap, BTC ranks 7th at half the market cap of India. When Bitcoin's market capitalization is doubled, it would cross the Indian rupees market capitalization and subsequently on crossing $1 trillion. It would be number 4, an equivalent to the market capitalization of JPY. For climbing higher, Bitcoin's drivers, rapid institutionalization, and holding investors and traders are critical. The advancing Bitcoin equivalent market cap of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is a key driver in the institutional segment at about 550,000 Bitcoins. Let me read that again. At about 550,000 Bitcoin, guys. This is why I've decided to do these real crypto talks because this is the stuff we're seeing over the past 3 years, right? Infrastructure being built, coins being accumulated, wealth being accumulated through these banks, through these trust funds, institutions. And it's crazy how they criticized it years ago publicly and what they were doing behind the scenes. That's insane. So, 550,000 bitcoins on December 2nd. GBTC, which is Grayscale Bitcoin Trust market cap, has more than doubled in 2020. Trust inflows have absorbed about 70% of new Bitcoin since the supply was halved again in May, based on Bloomberg's latest report. And for those that don't know what that means by halve, the Bitcoin halving. Let's see if the next one is up already. Bitcoin halving. Oh, no, it didn't come up automatically. So let's keep reading. But every 4 years, the supply is cut in half. Okay, and so that affects the supply, right? And that increases the price, as you can see down here. So let me keep reading. Trust inflows have absorbed about 70% of the new Bitcoin since the supply was halved again in May, based on Bloomberg's latest report. The rising market capitalization trip would end if the liquidity of Bitcoin increased faster than the demand. Through minor hourly inflow of Bitcoin to exchanges has increased by nearly 32% in the past week, based on data from Glassnode. A market cap of about 330 billion, the price is closer to 55,000 versus 18,000 in November 19. And here's that chart. Bloomberg's chart depicts a bullish indicator for Bitcoin. 180-day volatility at about 1.9x that of gold is the lowest in our database since 2010. The asset that current ranks number 7 may climb up to number 4 if this bullish prediction materializes by the close of 2020, guys. The top metrics on which this depends upon: demand on spot exchanges, increased unspent bitcoins for whales, Bitcoin wallets, and holder waves. The institutions are constantly generating demand. However, retail traders need to steer clear of FUD and maintain the trade volume and active participation, rather than withdrawing funds from exchange wallets. Okay? Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That's what FUD means. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. People create FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And people, when they do that, people tend to sell. Okay? So consequently, they're encouraging people, listen, you might want to just hold on to your Bitcoins, all right? Keep it real. If outflow from spot exchanges like Binance and OKEX is contained, the market capitalization may possibly continue growing past 1 trillion due to the lack of other resistances. I want to point this out real quick. That may not, he has a point for sure. Okay, if the outflow from spot exchanges like Bitcoin is contained, and even well, they're right. Because I was thinking in terms of on the exchange, because when people sell on the exchanges, you got whales sitting back waiting for that. They buying all that up, right? But this is an outflow. It could be an arbitrage exchange transaction. It could be just a person cashing out, or could be a person transitioning their Bitcoin from the exchange to their personal ledgers or whatever. So I see their point for sure. If the outflows from the spot exchanges is contained, the market capitalization may possibly continue to growing past 1 trillion due to the lack of other resistances apart from regulatory uncertainty. From a bubble to the seventh largest let me read this again. From a bubble, for those that don't know, people called Bitcoin a bubble years ago, to the seventh largest currency in the world. The climb is a difficult one, but retail has booked profits. Yes, we have. When you see retail, that means um regular folk like myself. Okay. When they this is the language. I want you guys to catch the language. But retail has booked profits. It means retail investors like myself. Institutional investors meaning the big boys. Okay. But retail has booked profits along the way, and there may be more in store before the volatility settles and correction sets in for the next phase of the market cycle. So let me share something with you guys. Bitcoin goes up, it goes down, right? It goes up, it goes down. You often hear the word correction. That's what that means. A correction. Not a crash, but a correction. And this is what we call buy the dips. That's why when I see red, I'm buying, especially if I'm loving the technology. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing what I do, and this is just for educational purposes. All right. So this is very powerful, guys. I want you guys to really understand that as we approach eclipsing the United States dollar, and you guys already know what happens after that, right? So anyway, next headline I wanted to read: Bitcoin price could hit 288,000 in a year. Kraken's Dan Held exclusive interview. Kraken, Dan Held classified Bitcoin as Gold 2.0 and envisions Bitcoin closing down the market cap gap with a tag price of at least $288,000. Dan Held is among the most popular and influential people in the cryptocurrency industry. Let me look at my time here. Where is it? Gotta get my screen up so I can see my time. 1 second, guys. Make a minor adjustment. Okay, I got 2 minutes. All right, here we go. Dan is among the most popular and influential people in the cryptocurrency industry. Apart from being a vocal Bitcoin supporter, he's also the current head of growth of the veteran U.S. exchange Kraken, a position that he described as leading our initiatives around efficiency, acquiring users, and getting them activated. Crypto Potato had the opportunity to conduct an interview with Held recently. I encourage you guys to subscribe to this site to get some news, stay updated, all right, stay informed, because I read a lot of my information from it. Okay, he explained how and when he entered the industry, offered his views on BTC, and provided a rather optimistic Bitcoin price prediction north of 300,000. So, guys, I just want to highlight that. And he's highlighting this point right here: institutional involvement in $300,000 price prediction. With the institutional involvement, institutional investors, as I mentioned, the banks and big boys, and Paul Tudor Jones is the billionaire guys, right? When they start predicting and investing and putting money into it, those are institutional investors. Myself, we're retail. But, when they start predicting that it's going to $300,000, it's not even it's speculation, it's all speculation, guys. But when you understand Bitcoin and you understand the code and the math, it's just really inevitable. Okay. Last thing I want to mention is this. I got 20 seconds. If you need to get educated, folks, I highly recommend this program. This is courses. It's really affordable. $200 course, or you can combine it for $500. My buddy Brandon is a genius. Tell him I sent you.